Well, you caught me. I'm filling out my brackets for March Madness. March Madness. This has always been my favorite sporting event. I love the tournament. As somebody that played basketball, I was forever known not for my speed or jumping ability, but for sharp elbows and a big butt. But in all truth, I got to acknowledge, I have been so focused on my day job. I am far behind in terms of making my picks this year. I am glad to see that we've got on the men's side a number of Virginia teams. Norfolk State, of course, they've got a tough first round going against Florida, but I'm still going to pick the Spartans. Liberty, which has got a team both on the men's side and the women's side, perennially been a team that's played above its weight. We also see once again the Rams of VCU are in the tournament. They had to knock out another great Virginia team, George Mason, which was tough, but as we've seen in past years, get the Rams into the tournament, and who knows how far they'll go. On the women's side, we've got, as mentioned, Norfolk State. We've got Liberty. The Tribe of William and Mary have a chance to actually play in on the Wednesday night game. We got George Mason, maybe making up for the fact that they didn't get in on the men's side. They are in on the women's side. A perennial great team at Richmond will be in on the women's side. In terms of getting down to the Final Four, hate to acknowledge this because I kind of grew up, like most folks, disliking Duke, but my youngest daughter went to Duke, and I gotta tell you, once you see a game at Cameron, it's hard to keep being as much of a Duke hater as I used to be. So it'll be interesting to see how well Duke does. I'm anxious to watch that freshman phenom, Cooper Flagg. I know he sprained his ankle a little bit, but still, who would have thought Maine would have produced such a great ball player? Also on the men's side, it'll be interesting to see whether Yale, if they can actually get through the first two rounds, might have a chance to knock off Auburn again. Probably a bit of a wing and a prayer on that. On the women's teams, I've always had a soft spot for the women's team at UConn. My dad was a huge basketball fan and for many, many years was a religious follower of the Lady Huskies, and I know he will be staring down and rooting them on. My hope is that I'll get a bit of a break and be able to catch many more of the games. But to all the teams who've made it, and for teams that didn't make it, like JMU who got robbed, this is going to be a great time, and my hope is we can all take a little bit of a break from politics and the Trump phenomena to watch March Madness, or as I call it, Marx Madness.